关于第二家园80问答一
80 FAQs concerning the home without marriage and family. 1. Xiefeng. 1. Q. Why set up the home without marriage and family? For the purpose of realizing the ideals of our saints and sages and the hope of our people. For the purpose of setting a good example for human beings. For the purpose of providing a good environment to the Chanyuan Celestial for their self-improvement and experiencing the life of celestials in the 1,000-year world. 2. Question: who are eligible to enter into the home without marriage and family? Only the most civilized and the best could be permitted to enter into the home without marriage and family. Or you may call it as gathering the ripened crops. 3. Q. Who is the leader of the home without marriage and family? All of those people who are able to live their life in strict accordance with Lifechanuan value can be the leaders. 4. Q. Where is the home without marriage and family? Everywhere with proper conditions. 5. Q. Is it possible for me to enter into the home without marriage and family? Sorry, unless you have been baptized by Lifechanuan value. 6. Q. Why only those being baptized by Lifechanuan value are permitted to enter the home without marriage and family? Without the baptism, you will be totally at a loss as what to say and what to do in the home without marriage and family. 7. Question: can Chanyuan Celestial enter into the home without marriage and family? No. Only those who have been devoting all their energies to the construction of Lifechanuan for at least a half year are eligible. 8. Question: do the people in the home without marriage and family lead an austere life? Definitely not. On the contrary, they will live the most prosperous and lively life. 9. Question: how can you ensure that? People in the home without marriage and family are the most outstanding and creative group in human society. 10. Question: do you care only your own well-being and not the poor? We only care spirit and mind. Material things are not our concern and should be worked out by oneself. 11. Question: where do funds of the home without marriage and family come from? Through the dedication and creation of people in the home without marriage and family. 12. Question: what would you do if people in the home without marriage and family become lazy? It is impossible for them to become lazy, because laziness will make their conscience uncomfortable. 13. Question: is it possible for the home without marriage and family to proceed forwards autocracy? Each of those being baptized into Lifechanuan is follower of Tao with profound wisdom, clear and bright mind. No one is willing to be shoved around, and cannot be shoved around except the most civilized approach. 14. Question: is there any private property in the home without marriage and family? And no, everything belongs to the public. 15. Question: then there is no individual privacy and freedom in any sense? Absolutely not. Each residence is private, sacred, and inviolable. Nobody is allowed to intrude without the master's permission. 16. Question: then, private property actually exists, right? No property is private here, and all of them belong to the home without marriage and family. But everybody in the home without marriage and family is capable of enjoying a life of great freedom and natural rights which cannot be deprived. For example, people should not disturb one another when taking a rest. Neither can they deprive the other's basic safety. 17. Question: is there forms of spousal relationship in the home without marriage and family? And no, they neither marry nor get married. 18. Question: then people with spousal relationship are not eligible to enter into the home without marriage and family, right? Sure, they can. But it is better for them entering together, and their marriage life come to an end since after. But they may choose to continue their intimacy in much civilized relationship, which none of others' business. A spouse planning to enter into the home without marriage and family must require the consent of the other party. Otherwise, any party of a marriage will not be permitted to enter into the home without marriage and family. 19. Question: is the sexual choices in a random fashion in the home without marriage and family? Sure. People can choose their sexual forms in terms of their personal tastes according to the principle of ethics. They may choose to be in a pair, or 3, even 4 people together. Why will we restrict that if they feel gratitude to the greatest creator in their heart? If by so doing enables them to feel that life is good and thereby love life much more than before while devoting themselves selflessly into the hard work for human happiness, then why will we restrict that? 20. Question: doesn't that belong to assembling a crowd for promiscuity? People's concept on promiscuity is wrong. Promiscuity is limited to sexual behaviors between mother and son, father and daughter, grandparents and grandchildren, natural brothers and sisters. Those occurring between people without genetic connection should not be classified as lewdness. As for the term, assembling the crowd, what is improper here? People in the world were often assembled for conferences, strikes, parades, sports activities, dancing, or other similar activities. Now that all of these assembling matters are proper, what is improper just for fun? Sexual behavior is nothing but a game for fun. 21. Question then: do you mean sexual behavior in group is advocated in the home without marriage and family? Absolutely not, because that kind of advocating will hurt millions of people in the world. Moral values established in secular society should be followed by secular individuals of the society. Otherwise, the normal social order would be disturbed and the whole society would lose its vitality and push human beings to disastrous situations. 22. Question: well, why is it possible to have sexual freedom in the home without marriage and family? The secular world can't be compared with the home without marriage and family. The basic form of secular world is family, which requires strict husband and wife ties. Once free love affairs happened, it is painful for his/her spouse, their children, even their parents, which will injure the whole society in the end. But in the home without marriage and family, there are no families, no marriages, and people living here are far from the secular world. They have paid off their parents, children, friends, and the society before entering into the home without marriage and family. They will live a totally new life in the home without marriage and family. In addition, all of the members of the home without marriage and family are civilized and outstanding individuals with pure mind, and they would not hurt their spouse either. Therefore, the sexual freedom in the home without marriage and family should not be copied indiscriminately in the secular world. 23. Question: what will you do if somebody is unwilling to follow your style? All members enjoy freedom here. He is free to follow his lifestyle and nothing is imperative. 24. Question: do all of you live together? Each member possesses a separate bedroom, bathroom, and a private area. They do not live together. 25. Question: what about having meals? Yes, eat together in the cafeteria. 26. Question: how do you deal with different tastes? The cafeteria will make their effort to take account of different favorites and satisfy everybody. 27. What about your food? On vegetarian or meat diet? They may choose as their own will. Vegetarian may be on vegetarian diet, and those people whose favorites are meat may choose on meat diet. Nobody has the right to decide what the other people should to eat. But nobody is permitted to take wild animals or birds as their food. 28. Question: are all of the members in the home without marriage and family Chinese? No. Chinese people only occupy a small ratio. Most people are whites and blacks or other races. 29. Question: what to do if somebody gets sick? There are doctors and nurses in the home without marriage and family, and everything for the patients is free here. Whoever is sick will be treated with proper care. 30. What if somebody passes away? There are special organizations to cope with these things properly. There is no need to worry. 31. Question: how do you allocate those who no longer capable of work? They will be attended by the most careful and the most sympathetic people. 32. Can they have children here? Sure, it's up to you. Some people may need to be persuaded to have children for the sake of humankind multiply. 33. Question: will the baby be kept to oneself? No. The baby is the sweetheart of the whole human beings. From the time of pregnancy, all costs will be shouldered by the home without marriage and family, including future raising and education. 34. Question: how to organize various jobs? Everybody in the home without marriage and family has outstanding abilities and hobbies. The home without marriage and family will provide circumstances for their individual strong points, and each person can choose to do what she likes most. Nobody will be forced or arranged. 35. Question: but how to deal with different jobs and different preferences? The difference between the home without marriage and family and the secular world is that there is neither lowliness nor nobleness in work here. Remunerations paid for different jobs are the same. No matter what you do, office job, cleaning, trading, growing vegetables, cooking or washing, so on and so forth, all jobs are of the same in importance. Besides, beautiful mind of people in the home without marriage and family are willing to do the jobs unwilling to be done in the secular society, and will receive greater respect and admiration on that regard. 36. Question: is there a clear division of labor for all of the members? The goal of the home without marriage and family is that there is only one trade to be done for each member. For example, there is no need for the vegetable gardener to worry about the cleaning of his room. The dairywoman doesn't need to concern about washing her clothes. The businessman doesn't need to think about if a hot meal is available after a whole day's work, and the cook doesn't need to worry about the money. Everything will be organized orderly and systematically. 37. Question: you say that everything is shared by the public. What if someone wants to spend money for his hobbies? There is an appropriate amount of pocket money for all. 38. What should they do for those people whose parents, children, or brothers and sisters were in need of them? It's not unnatural for this business, and it will be acted accordingly. 39. Question: some of the babies in Chanyuan Celestial are very young, yet they want to enter into the home without marriage and family. What to do then? It will also be acted accordingly. The home without marriage and family will take nurseries, kindergartens, and schools in future if there are too many children. 40. Question: could the parents and children enter into the home without marriage and family together? Sure. Each person could be a Chanyuan Celestial if she could resonate to life a Chanyuan value, which means a mature condition for entering into the home without marriage and family.
关于第二家园80问答2
80 FAQs concerning the home without marriage and family. 2. Xiafeng. 41. Question: I still don't understand what special advantages we can have after entering into the home without marriage and family. There are 8 advantages. 1. Living guarantees. No need to worry about food, clothes, house, and transportations. You will be attended when sick and even after death. 2. You will be far away from human society and will no longer be tortured with worldly affairs. Live only for ideas and belief. 3. Without the fetters of the family, your body, heart, and psychic energy feel much freer. Nobody keeps his eyes on you, controls you, and keeps after you. You need not to worry about the affairs of children too. 4. No matter how much you have changed, you can always find someone who can get along with you in character and disposition, and you can work, chat, and entertain with them. 5. Because each one has a specific and definite task, so a lot of time is saved and you can do whatever you want. 6. The home without marriage and family has innumerable recreational activities, and you will never feel lonely and bored again. 7. You can achieve Tao rapidly with the help of the collective energy. Get out of the limit of life and death and go to heaven. 8. With the help of the collective energy, you can pass through different catastrophes. 42. Question: what recreational activities are there in the home without marriage and family? The recreational activities mainly consult and imitate the mode of the 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, Elysium world, and Celestial Islands continent. For example, people can be an emperor in turn, and when you are an emperor you can do whatever you want and others have to coordinate with you completely. Everyone sits together and interacts between heart and psychic energy, entering into each other's thinking and feeling the inner world of each other. Collectivity enters into the non-material world to do things such as to speak and communicate with eyes and body language, magically change material world. Certainly, there are a lot of terrestrial activities such as dancing, singing, tug-of-war, hide-and-seek, poker, sliding across the table, tickling, exploration games, going for an outing, climbing mountains, piggies. Carry his wife on back and drawing lots. When you catch Eve, you need to play the role of Eve. When you catch clown, you need to play the role of clown, and so on. In one word, there are innumerable recreational activities which are beyond your imagination. 43. Question: the home without marriage and family seems especially value recreational activities. And why does this happen? Here includes the secret of life. The long-term recreational activities will perfect the non-material structure. So everyone's process of turning into the appearance of children is accelerated because the kingdom of heaven belongs to children. 44. Question: what kinds of collective activities are there in the home without marriage and family? There is a collective doing exercises lasting about 30 minutes after supper, which aims to build one's body. Then the activity of expounding the scriptures lasts about 2 hours, which aims to open up one's thinking, inspire one's wisdom, promote one's spiritual nature so as to be a super celestial being earlier. 45. Question: everything sounds so wonderful, but it should be hard to work out. What methods or measures are you going to apply? We do not adopt any method or measures. What we do but inspires the internal truth, goodness, beauty, love, honesty, and credit of everyone. When everyone's consciousness and soul resonate at the same frequency, everyone is willing to do this. 46. Question: nothing imperative? Absolutely not. We are sure that everyone will be sincerely convinced and willing to take part in the activities with the help of our best spiritual and psychological persuasion methods. If someone cannot get it temporarily, we can wait patiently until he comes to realize the truth, but we will definitely not compel him/her. 47. Question: what shall you do if someone wants to quit the home without marriage and family? We will hold a farewell meeting, offer him with enough traveling expenses, and part him with tears. 48. Question: won't you give other compensations? The home without marriage and family does not have any private property, so everyone owns nothing no matter how long she has stayed in the home without marriage and family. As a result, she has nothing to take with him/her when he leaves but the traveling expenses. 49. Question: if someone donates a lot of property, makes lots of contribution, and earns a lot of money for the home without marriage and family while entering and staying in the home without marriage and family, can't he or she take some away when leaves? In Life Genuine and the home without marriage and family, all the conducts are willing, voluntary, and are a kind of unconditional giving for the Life Genuine values and life beliefs. One cannot expect requital when one donates, and the donation cannot return, just like the exhalant air and the spilled water, so everyone needs to think before leap. 50. Question: are there any deceiving and fraudulent conducts in the home without marriage and family? Will someone feel being cheated afterwards? Life Genuine has a series of supporting values, just like the Constitution of U.S. restraining all the people, including the President. Everything of Life Genuine and the home without marriage and family is explained clearly and plainly by us, and we suit action to the word. Furthermore, we do things according to the law, not people, Even Shui Feng himself should do everything according to the values of the home without marriage and family if he chooses to stay there. If he does not suit actions to his words, that is called fraud. But if his action suits his word, that is not called fraud. If he expresses his ideas clearly and his deeds are in strict accordance with his words, then there is not any deception. Life-a-Chanuan is going to initiate the Life-a-Chanuan era, so it has to employ the most civilized way to develop all activities. Otherwise, it can't last long. The cause that we undertake will last forever, so all the activities we participate have to withstand the test of the masses and history. Besides, no matter where we build the home without marriage and family at, we all need to obey the local laws and regulations. Anyone can sue at the local government if he has the feeling of being cheated. 51. Question: It is easy to say than done. How can one go out to sue if has lost both freedom and expenses at the home without marriage and family, especially when no one is allowed to be in? He may never be able to pass any information. What to do then? A good question. This question is very easy to answer. The home without marriage and family equipped with unobstructed phones and the phone numbers of the local police department are also provided here. You can also tell one of your relatives or friends to call you every few days. If you cannot answer the call on time, they should call police immediately. There is no risk to that. 52. Question: You take people away. Where can we find them? Everyone in the home has communicated with others of the home for a long time and has been familiar with each other. If you do not trust these people, who shall you trust? The people with such thoughts are not suitable to enter into the home without marriage and family. So, you don't need to worry and you can just live in the realistic society according to the traditional view of life and value system. In your mind, the home without marriage and family has changed into a criminal gang. With such morbid psychology, you should not imagine that you can enter into the home without marriage and family. It is not the problem of whether you want to enter or not, but the home without marriage and family will not let you in because such psychology and consciousness as yours are doomed to bring endless trouble to the home.
关于第二家园80问答3
80 FAQs concerning the home without marriage and family. 3. Xiafeng. 53. Question: It tends to live in groups in the home without marriage and family, and the orderly and harmonious group life needs a series of rules and regulations for self-discipline. Is it right?